We're in Denver with Valerie Mishek, private lessons member for a number of years. Hello and welcome.
Thank you very much.
That's great. We first, I think, met at the World Piano Pedagogy Conference, right?
That was in Las Vegas?
Las Vegas, right.
How many years ago
I
was
don't
that?
know, 3-4 years ago,
Yeah,
something like
something
that.
like that.
And then next time I ran into you in Seattle.
That's right.
At the MTNA conference.
Right.
So it's terrific. So now I'm in your hometown, Denver.
That's right.
I love what I see. You have a beautiful city. So
I think so too.
It's wonderful.
Thank you.
So let's just talk about, you are a concert pianist. So just give me a little bit of your background, how you started and where you...
Well, I have studied piano seriously since pretty much age 5, and I've had wonderful teachers, among them Larry Graham, Krasimira Jordan, and Patricia Paragas-Chen. Those are my 3 most influential teachers, and they have really made all the difference.
Fantastic. I know that I read that you also went on a Fulbright scholarship, am I right?
Yes.
To Europe.
I was a Fulbright scholar in Vienna in 1990-91.
Outstanding. And just based on your activity, I know you perform a great deal as a soloist. I know you've played with the Philharmonic here.
Yes.
Beethoven Concerto, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Good memory.
And, well, it's impressive. So, and also as a collaborative pianist, right?
Yes. And at the moment, I'm working on an all-solo recital. It's all Spanish music. And 2 years ago, 4 of us went to Spain, and we took over 7,000 pictures. I'm also doing photography.
Outstanding.
And so at the moment, we're putting the pictures together with the music. So we're going to have a multimedia
Outstanding.
concert.
So it's kind of a visual
Yes.
program. Okay.
Yes, and we try to match the photos to the moods of the music as well.
And what is the music that you're playing? What are the composers?
There's 5 main composers. There's Isaac Albéniz,
Right.
and I'm doing his Suite Espagnole.
Beautiful.
And that's probably the majority of the program because it's such a huge piece. It's 8 movements.
Love it, yeah.
And then I'm doing some very early Defia pieces, and some Scarlatti. I know that he's Italian, but he did live in Madrid.
You made a connection. That works.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and some Solaire sonatas as well. And then last but not least, is probably the hardest for me, is the Granados. So I'm doing the Maiden and the Nightingale and El Pelele, and maybe Allegro de Concierto, depending on my energy level.
All right. Granados is very special.
It is, and it's very
special.
difficult and very
So
thick.
is that something that you are actually playing as a soloist? Are there other people involved?
The only other people involved is one photographer and my husband, who does all of the technical support. So he does
You
the
need
projector. And so it's basically the 3 of us doing
That's
it.
great.
Yes.
So it's a total production then. That's
Yes.
a real visual. That's a new wave. I know that one of my colleagues in Philadelphia is doing something called visual recitals,
Okay.
which is similar and different, some kind of participatory program with the audience, if you will, in a workshop
Right.
kind of format.
Right.
So this is very interesting what you're onto.
And we're also going to be selling prints of our favorite pictures from Spain, and also I'm recording at the moment the whole program.
Outstanding.
I have a beautiful piano at home. It's a Busendorfer.
I remember that. We
225.
talked about it. Yes.
Yes, and I can record on it, and it makes gorgeous recording.
That's wonderful.
And I also learned how to do recording on my own. So I do editing, and if you want to call it splicing, now it's called editing. And so I can also record for my students and make them CDs.
It's interesting. I'm just curious that the type of student that comes to you, obviously you're an advanced musician, pianist. What do you find? Give me just a little snapshot of the kind of students that come to you.
Well, I have students of all ages. The students I prefer to keep are the serious ones, of course, and what teacher doesn't want that? I don't seem to have the patience for students anymore who don't practice and who aren't there because they really love it. So the students I keep my spirits up because they love it.
That's beautiful.
And that's so important because if they're doing it just to please their parents, you can tell.
Yeah.
And it takes me down. So I want to keep a studio that's full of students who are bright, talented, of course.
Right. But you're making a contribution.
And who
I
love
think
it.
it's important.
Yes.
Yeah, and the contribution goes both ways.
Right.
And that's what you're talking about.
Right.
That's wonderful. Valerie, I have to tell you that it's a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure
Thank
to see you too.
Yeah,
Dana.
thank you so much. I enjoy these trips and meeting with our members around the country. And I wish you a lot of success. And again, thank you.
Thank you very much.